All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house is blessing your day. By His mercies, we are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house is body into and naturally alive, man. You know what? Speaking of by His mercies, we are consumed. I want to kind of get into that, honestly, because this morning on, on the morning prayers on YouTube that I listened to, that was one of the verses that was being read. I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters listen to that morning prayers or morning things of that nature, so we could build each other up in the faith, or the Most High Yahshua builds us up in the faith. But that was one of the morning prayers, and we're gonna get into that. And also, too, shout out to brother Assembly from the Assembly of the Firstborn. He was going into having because it's a misconception, especially when we come in this word, how because even though we know Yahushua was an austere man, but you can still be very serious, very stern, and still be compassionate. Because a lot of times, too, when we come in the Word, we had this, a lot of us, not all of us, it's just this thing, okay, we learn about the Most High's in Yahushua's judgments. Do we learn it in the Christian church? Yeah, but they never really talked about, I'm speaking to those that have been in there, they really rarely talk about that. But now we learn the Most High Yahushua's judgments, and we just go all Exodus 15:3. He's just a man of war. He's just this and that. No, not knowing, he's more than just that. He's not just rigid and cold-hearted, things of that nature. He's not just rigid, I should say. Honestly, that's what he was kind of going to last night. But so that's the thing about that, man, because we learn about his judgment. Don't get twisted, like Sirach says, as his mercy, so is his judgments. But, he's very, Exodus 34:6 and Numbers 14:18, Jeremiah 9:24 tells us who the Most High Yahushua is, what their attributes, what their characteristics are, man, and what's implied within their name. But, that's why we have even our brothers and sisters outside the word, man. We had to have compassion that those that are without. So, and that's what was kind of he was going into last night, man, because that's I think we talk about this all the time, but that's a big misconception. So not bad if I'm talking a little too fast, but I don't have too much time. But yeah, man, we talk about that all the time here on this channel, man. Most of your house is not rigid, man, and just don't get twisted, because they don't want to, but they'll have to, man. It's just like our Father. Listen, I don't want to have to punish people, but I have to. Honestly, that's what he's saying. Ezekiel 18:32. I have no pleasure in them that died. Honestly, I'd rather y'all live. He said that even the law, like Moses said, what through the Most High house, I said what, choose life. But Jeremiah 8:3 says many shall choose death. But yeah, man, not even just the eternal judgment, or just natural, or just death in itself, but just naturally, spiritually dying, man. Being without the Most High in your house, our spirit, man, that's death with it right there. So that's neither here nor there. But by His mercies, we are consumed. We're gonna go into that. I wish we could kind of go through more, but let's get to Lamentations in 3, because this kind of goes into well, Yahushua said He makes His sun shine on the just and the unjust, the faithful and unfaithful, man. Not only just the natural sun, yeah, I mean, of course, the sun, but also too His knowledge as well. But but really, man, that's just going to His mercies. But let's go to Lamentations real quick, because we say every day when we on here, or every time we're on here, Lamentations 3 verse 22, it says, "Through the Lord's mercies we are not consumed, because His compassions faileth not." Because His compassions fail not. Verse 23, they are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. So exactly, yep, exactly. So by His mercies we aren't consumed, man. So excuse me, y'all, it's a win. But let's get this Hebrews 6:12, man. And this all kind of goes into what Yahushua is saying about the, that's why, we know Paul was an apostle, man, because he was taught face to face from Yahushua, man. But Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 12, man. I mean, verse 2, it says, of the doctrine of baptisms, I want compassion to those who are without. Okay, no. Okay, wait. It might not say it right here. Oh my gosh. Or maybe I'm thinking about okay, it might be Hebrews 5 and 2. Okay, it's Hebrews 5 and 2. I'm sorry, y'all. Hebrews 5 and 2. I'm sorry. It says, he can have compassion on those that are ignorant and going astray. And since he himself was subject to weakness. Yeah, exactly. So Yahushua had the same flesh and the same temptations we had, but he was perfect. He was faithful, honestly. Yeah, so that it's not like like even Yahushua did, so he could do it. That's what that honestly that I can do all things through Christ really means, man, because he do it, overcome ourselves, man, killing out the old man, old woman, overcoming lust, desires, cares of the world, man, because Yahushua did it, honestly. So that's what it is. But also compassion those who are without, man. We see, because Yahushua did that in Mark 6 and 34, man, because he saw the state of our people, man, the state of the people, and he was moved with compassion, man. So that's happening. He did that, man. Compassion those that are without, honestly, because they are we, even so now, we don't know, that's why the gospel, witness, and testimony in the new covenant is so important, because then we'll know the Heavenly Father, man, will be overcome sin and death. The word will be in us, man. But it says he can have compassion on those who are ignorant. He can have compassion on those who are ignorant and go astray, since he himself was subject to weakness. Exactly, man. Yep. When was he subject to weakness? When he was sorrowful unto death, man. So. That's why, if it happened to Yahushua Christ, it can happen to any of us, man. That's why Paul says, don't put yourself above what is written. But let's get that Matthew chapter 5 verse 45, man, because it's crazy that Hebrews 5 and 2 is saying that, and Matthew 5 is saying kind of the same thing, he makes his sun shine on the just and the unjust, man. It's saying the same thing as what Paul said in Hebrews chapter 5 and verse 2. Hebrews chapter 5 and verse 45, it says that you may be sons of your fathers in heaven. He makes the sun rise on the evil and good, and sends rains on the just and the unjust. Yeah, sends rain on the faithful and the unfaithful, man. So exactly, man. And also too, man, is and that goes into even not just natural rain, but his word, honestly, man. Just by his really mercy we aren't consumed, man. So that's why I just said, he compassionate of those that are ignorant, man. That's why he can wink at our ignorances, man. So let's read this again. He that you may be sons of your Father in heaven. He makes the sun rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the just and the unjust, man. So that's why even the best movie I seen, that was a point of it. That was one of the things, honestly, so far, and one of the best movie themes or things I picked up in Sinners. That's still the best movie I've seen this year. But that, especially to the end, if y'all haven't seen it, with the character of Elijah, or his name's Elijah, but Smoke and and Sammy at the end, man, because especially when at the end when the Remick, the vampire, or pretty much Satan, was about to kill him, man, he after he killed him, pretty much the sunshine, man, and because those were sinners, man. So that was a prime example, because he saved them both. He saved both Smoke and Sammy in the movie, but that was an example of how the Most High Yahushua can have makes his sun shine on the just and the unjust, on the faithful and unfaithful, because they were sinners. That was an important hint in the movie, because everybody in that movie was sinners. But that's how even know by his mercies we aren't consumed. Because even a lot of times too, when sinners or unbelievers, man, they think they got away, or they got out of life changing or life near death experience by themselves. No, that was the Most High Yahushua having mercy on you, man. They don't even know it. So, but that's neither here nor there. That can go for you brothers and sisters, even myself, even with you. I'm thinking of a time now, man. Even when I was younger, a situation. I'm pretty sure you brothers and sisters had a worse situation like that, or a few situations like that. But that was all of the Most High Yahushua, man. That wasn't of my doing that. I got those situations. It was really them. So. Yeah, man, I just want to talk about that, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So, much love to you, brothers and sisters. So, peace.